Hey, what's up you guys? My name is Kade. And as many of you know, I am doing a new series on my channel. I am interviewing entrepreneurs that are under the LGBTQ umbrella because there's something about entrepreneurs that inspires me to no end, and I want us to grow as a community and to support each other. So let's get into the interview. But first, make sure that you stay till the end of the video because I will be giving away 2 of their amazing products. Let me show you a little sneaky peek. I will be giving away these 2, so make sure you stay till the end of the video to get the details on that. So let's get right into this. Why don't you introduce yourself?
My name is Dylan, and I go by he, him pronouns, and I identify as a non-binary trans man.
It's so great to meet you. So, tell me more about your business. I'd love to know.
The name of my business is BoyPilot Goods, and I design and sell apparel, mostly t-shirts, stickers, and a couple of other items like posters, wall art, mugs, and things like that through several online platforms, including Etsy.
As you can see here, he has some really cute designs. They are very well-fitting and high-quality material. So Dylan, go ahead and tell me why you started BoyPilot Goods. I would love to know.
I started my company in part just because I was interested in doing design, and I really wanted to see my designs on products, but also because a lot of doors to traditional employment had been closed to me because I have a chronic illness called ME, or myalgic encephalomyelitis, and this causes a number of symptoms, but it includes extreme fatigue and loss of function after exertion. So that has meant that I have not been able to hold the types of jobs that I held before I was ill, like working out of the home or doing anything physical, being on my feet, even being in an office setting all day, sitting up in a chair, wouldn't have been possible for me. So I started looking at what the skills I had were and what the professional level skills that I might be able to develop were. And so it's like a number of years ago, I started investing a lot more in my abilities in design and art and tech. And actually this has been a really good thing for me. I think that if that hadn't happened, I might have just continued like skipping around from job to low paying job, not really pushing myself in the way that I needed to. But since I had to, I really developed a lot more, and I've worked really hard on my design skills and my, learning about business and things like that. And I continue to all the time. So yeah, it definitely wouldn't exist in the way it does now without my illness to really focus my energy on the things that I can do best.
See, financial freedom is such a goal. I love that. And so the fact that you're doing something that you actually enjoy and you're able to support yourself, I think is truly amazing. Tell me what inspires you in general, but also what inspires you to work on your business.
So the inspiration for BoyPilot Goods comes from kind of an intersection of queerness and the outer space aesthetic. I'm really inspired by like glam rock and sort of this androgynous glam rock image. And several years back, I made a zine called Handsome Boy Pilot that explored that, and also like how I personally came to how that sort of intersection of the outer space queerness sort of idea was really pivotal to me in shaping my identity as I grew up. And over time, I started to use some of the designs from that zine and to introduce them onto online print-on-demand platforms like Redbubble, and started selling them, and people liked them. And since then, I introduced more and more designs, and eventually I launched BoyPilot Goods. And with BoyPilot Goods, I do some sci-fi, I do some outer space stuff. I also do just like things that I think are really funny or that tap into like something that LGBTQ people are interested in at the time, or it could be something nostalgic that we remember from our childhood, or it could be a joke, or for example, I do a lot of possum related stuff. I think that right now there's just, people find that funny and I find it really funny. And so, you know, I think one thing that queer people are kind of drawn to is like maybe things that have not been celebrated as much, and like whether it's an animal or like just a weird cultural thing or some forgotten nostalgic thing that we remember. And I like to kind of like bring that into my designs and make it funny and make it interesting. So yeah, I'm also inspired by the illustrators that I work with. I do some of my designs myself, but then I work with illustrators on other designs, and I really enjoy those collaborations. They bring something to the design that I can't personally do, because my illustrating abilities are what they are. And so to expand that, I can work with people, and some of the artists that I work with have never really done much commercial work before, so it's and I like that. I much prefer working with like a queer artist that I personally know and who is maybe newer or less confident in doing commercial work, to help them develop their skills rather than just going on like Upwork or or Fiverr or something like that and finding some random person. So that's been really fun, and it's also inspiring some of the styles and some of the new things that I've been introducing into the store.
Nice. I really like that. Actually, growing up as a kid, I always loved space, and now of course I love it too, but I just remember growing up having a great connection with it too. So I think that's amazing that you're mixing your queerness and your love of space in your designs. Another thing that I really appreciate is the fact that you are bringing in other creators to help you and collab. Like this type of collaboration, of course, I think is amazing, but also collaborations with your art and products, showing other people's work. That's a huge reason why I am doing this video series, because I want our community to grow and to support each other, because we're all stronger together. So, what advice would you give to other queer entrepreneurs? I would love to know.
So, advice I would give to other queer entrepreneurs. Really, this is the same advice I would give to any new entrepreneur. I think the biggest difference is not whether you're queer or not, but what you're bringing to your business when you're starting it. So what kind of skills are you bringing? How much money do you have to spend? Things like that. So when I started BoyPilot Goods, I was new to designing on clothing. I didn't have a bunch of proven and tested designs. I didn't know a lot about the market that existed. So I took it really slow. I didn't make financial investments. I didn't take any risks. I used the print-on-demand business model to be able to test designs and test things out before actually having to make an investment. Because when you're just getting started, a lot of times you don't know what your customers are going to want. You might have an idea in your head of, oh yeah, this is going to be great. I would love this personally. My customers will therefore love it as well. The fact is, you just don't know until you have found a way to test that out and figure out what it is your customers want to spend their money on. You really don't know. So what I chose to do was not take on any debt. I really took no risks at all, and I didn't have the money to take risks. So that was the way I had to do it. But as I went along, I found out what works and what doesn't work. And at that time, I was able to start taking some small calculated risks to bring, certain products to my store that I had to pay for up front and things like that, or to do advertising and stuff like that. So bringing more customers to my store. You don't want to advertise if you don't know that you have a good product yet. So take it slow. Unless you have a huge amount of skills and backing already and plenty of money, which is not the case for a lot of us, then take it slow, develop slowly, test everything you do. Be very careful about taking on debt or making large purchases that you may not be able to recoup because you don't yet have that knowledge. So that's what I would recommend to pretty much anyone who's starting out from a similar place that I started out, which is that I needed to start a business because I really needed the money. I buy a lot of, medication, supplements, all these things that come along with having an illness and being disabled are very expensive. And I needed an income source for that. And I didn't have a bunch of money in the bank, and I wasn't an illustrator. I wasn't a trained graphic designer. So I took it very slow. And as my skills have developed, I really have gotten a better sense of what people want and what they're asking for. So yeah, that would be my...
I think I totally agree. It does not matter if you are queer or not. If you're starting a business, it's gonna be tricky. You're gonna go through a lot of hoops, but like he was saying, you're gonna just wanna try some things out to see if it works for you. Because just because you like something doesn't mean everyone's gonna like it, of course. And also to focus on your strong suits. That's something that I really liked about that. So Dylan, if anyone wanted to follow you on social media, where would they find you?
Social media for BoyPilot Goods is mainly Instagram. I'm at BoyPilot Goods, and I post some of our designs and also just outer space stuff and LGBT stuff that I think that our followers would enjoy. And I'm also on Facebook, and I have a Tumblr blog which is not BoyPilot Goods branded. It's called Outer Space Art. It's outer-space-art, and that's where I post. It's mainly an outer space, Tumblr, but it also allows me to put in a lot of BoyPilot Goods designs and get them out to a wider audience that is interested in the kind of things that we create.
Awesome. Already followed. So, if anyone were wanting to buy a shirt like this cute anal shirt, which is the cutest anal shirt I've seen so far, where would they find that? On top of stickers, other cute shirts, and poster boards too.
You can find BoyPilot Goods online at www.boypilotgoods.com.
Let's see. Thank you so much once again, Dylan, for joining me on my channel today. And if you want to follow any of his social medias, everything will be in the description. And on top of that too, you can find his information straight on his website through Etsy.com. But if you want to get an automatic 10% off anything that is from his store, go ahead and just click the link in the bio and order through there. That would help me out and help you out with that 10%. Now let's get to the giveaway. If you are interested in entering this really awesome giveaway, so this is what you would be getting. This really cute sticker, and also this really cute sticker. So, if you're wanting a chance to win either one of those, what you're gonna wanna do is, first, give this video a big thumbs up. Second, comment below space gay. That's all you have to say. If you wanna add anything else, that's fine too, but you have to add space gay. Okay, thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. If you want to watch any more from this series, me interviewing more entrepreneurs, go ahead and click the link in the description. There's a playlist of all of those. I hope you have a great day. Thanks for watching, everyone. Peace.